The main character in the movie is Yu Xian. She works as a hire driver. Right now, she just dropped off a customer. As she was about to leave, she got a call from Hui Xian. Hui Xian told her that she had forgotten a flower basket, so she wanted to ask her to get it for her. And there was only half an hour left until the ceremony. Because of that, Yu Xian immediately rushed to get the flower basket for her friend. Back at the villa, Yin Cheng's younger sister specially prepared a flower basket for him. He grabbed the flower basket and was waiting for his car to arrive. At this moment, Yu Xian drove up to him, grabbed the flower basket, and left. Seeing her appear before his eyes, a portrait very similar to her appeared in his mind. By the time he reacted, the flower basket had already been snatched away, so he immediately chased after her. It turned out Yu Xian had taken the wrong flower basket. The person holding Hui Xian's flower basket was still standing in the lobby. He saw the two of them running over, his face showing a look of confusion. When the assistant came to pick up Yin Cheng, he couldn't find him. Meanwhile, Yin Cheng had chased her to a traffic light intersection. At this moment, the light turned green, and Yu Xian continued driving away. He could only chase after her, and then he jumped directly into the back seat. He told her his name and told her to return the flower basket to him. He even tried to directly grab the flower basket in front. This caused Yu Xian to lose control of the steering, and the two of them fell to the ground. The assistant and his sister arrived in their car just in time and rushed over to the two of them. But instead of helping him up, they took out their phones and started snapping pictures. After the two of them got up, Yu Xian suddenly realized she had taken the wrong flowers. She hastily apologized to him. She said she would compensate him with a new flower basket. He stood close to her, then realized his heart hurt. He could only tell her to stay away from him, seeing that he didn't want this flower basket anymore. She picked it up and took it with her. Yin Cheng arrived at the signing ceremony. He also brought his sculpture to present to the ancient city of Panlong. After the ceremony, his partner introduced his daughter to Yin Cheng. Just then, a girl intervened in time. Then the two of them left the place. It turned out she helped him only because she wanted to interview him. But he directly rejected this request. He said that he never accepts interviews. Then he casually left. Yu Xian, because she was engrossed in her phone, didn't pay attention to the road. So she tripped and fell. Right at this moment, Yin Cheng rushed forward to catch her. He noticed Yu Xian's appearance. It was exactly like the woman in the fairy emblem painting. His heart started to ache. So he let go, letting her fall to the ground. Yu Xian didn't thank him. Instead, she blamed him, saying he did on purpose to get revenge on her. Xiao Jian noticed his hand was injured. He hurriedly called the driver to take him to the hospital. Yu Xian, seeing him make such a big deal out of it, said, "It's the 21st century, and there are still people living like the princess and the pea. At most, she would compensate him for some medical expenses." Xiao Jia told her, if Yin Cheng wanted to hold her responsible, the amount she would have to pay would be more than she could earn in several lifetimes. Yu Xian wasn't scared and asked him how much she had to pay. Xiao Jia leaned in and whispered a few words to her, making her legs go weak, unable to stand. Hui Xian told her to calm down. But when she said the amount, Hui Xian was shocked too. Yin Cheng was about to leave. He suddenly remembered his grandfather had called to set up a blind date for him. He even thought Yu Xian had intentionally gotten plastic surgery to look like the fairy in the painting to get closer to him. And he told her off, saying she was really arrogant and self-absorbed. The two of them watched his departing figure. Yu Xian thought about what Yin Cheng had just said about her getting plastic surgery. She was speechless. Yin Cheng's heart started to ache again at this moment. He remembered the scene of the fairy in his dream. He turned his head and saw Yu Xian. He immediately told his assistant to investigate her identity. Yin Cheng went to see the doctor and said that the woman in his dream had appeared, and she looked exactly like the ancestral statue of the Gu family. Every time he saw her in danger, his body seemed to lose control. Moreover, just seeing her, his heart would have a very strange feeling. This strange connection, he even felt that his grandfather had intentionally arranged this. Back at home, Xiao Jie told Grandpa Gu. The person he had arranged the date with didn't show up, but a girl did appear. The strange thing is that although Yin Cheng's schedule is very busy, it was all because of that girl. Xiao Jie took out a photo for him to see. He immediately thought of the fairy in the painting, and said he had already thought of his grandchild's name. After learning that Yu Xian's job was a substitute driver, he came up with a plan. He told Xiao Jie to call Bai Bin back. Inside the flower shop, Yu Xian and Hui Xian were worried about this month's revenue. At this moment, Bai Bin appeared. He was also Yin Cheng's assistant. He said his company needed a lot of greenery. He came to cooperate with the two of them. After that, Bai Bin received a call from Xiao Jie. Xiao Jie told him to come home immediately, but he said he still had to pick up Yin Sheng and take him home. Xiao Jie then asked him to find a replacement driver. Yu Xian overheard and quickly told him she was a substitute driver. She would help him pick up Yin Sheng. Very quickly, Yin Sheng got into the car afterward. He was surprised that the driver was her. Yu Xian said she was the driver by being hired to pick him up. Yin Sheng said she was doing everything she could to get close to him. Yu Xian, agitated, said what era is it that he still thinks she's trying to get close to him? Moreover, him saying she had plastic surgery to create a chance encounter was because he had too much free time to think of her like that. Yu Xian intentionally sped up to get revenge on Yin Sheng. Seeing him like that, she felt satisfied with her anger. After driving back to the house, seeing the rows of luxury cars, Yu Xian's eyes widened. After returning the car keys to him, she suddenly remembered she had left her phone in his car. She rushed to the door of his house, shouting loudly. Suddenly, a man appeared behind her. She immediately raised her hand to defend herself. When she turned around, she discovered he was the housekeeper of this house. Yu Xian then asked him to get the car keys for her. He let her go in and get them herself. The housekeeper also told her which room was Yin Cheng's. Waiting until she left, the housekeeper took out his phone to inform Grandpa Gu of the news. Yu Xian opened the door and looked around. She found the car keys on the table, but she completely didn't notice Yin Cheng walking in. As soon as she grabbed the keys, he snatched them back. Yu Xian could only explain to him the reason. While getting the car keys to prepare to leave, Yin Cheng grabbed her hair to confirm if she looked like the fairy in his dream. Then he tied her hair up immediately. Yu Xian didn't understand what he was doing. She angrily left the room. The next morning, two men appeared in front of the flower shop. It turned out to be Yin Cheng's grandfather, because of his grandson's major life event. So he personally came to find Yu Xian. In the evening, she went to Yin Cheng's company to pick him up. Yu Xian told him his grandfather had hired her to be his personal driver. At this moment, his heart started to ache again. In his mind, the dream reappeared. He told Yu Xian he wouldn't bother her. After hearing him say that, Yu Xian directly took out her electric scooter to prepare to leave. Because anyway, his grandfather said he would still pay her even if she didn't drive. Yin Cheng looked at her expression. He wondered why she was so happy to be able to get close to him. Grandpa Gu took out the fairy emblem painting. Looking at this painting, he smiled, because he had finally found the woman he had been looking for so long. Yin Cheng was on his way home. Suddenly, he saw a car speeding towards her. Yin Cheng immediately sped up to block the other car. Yu Xian saw this scene and was very grateful. If he hadn't appeared, she would have been in trouble. She kept thanking him, but Yin Cheng pretended to say that it was because his hand was injured that he crashed the car. He didn't intentionally save her. Waiting until Yu Xian left, he began to deal with this matter. He called Xiao Jie, hurriedly reassuring the car owner, then ran up to Yin Cheng, saying that him helping Yu Xian like that was really good news. But unexpectedly, Xiao Jie accidentally blurted out Yu Xian's identity. He could only use his grandfather as a scapegoat. Xiao Jie said that now Yu Xian was his personal driver. The whole company knew her. And Xiao Jie asked where she was. Yin Cheng told Xiao Jie that she had already left. After that, Yin Cheng left this mess for Xiao Jie to handle. Xiao Jie quickly held him back, saying he had sneaked out of a party and he had to go back soon. But Yin Cheng told Xiao Jie he knew everything Xiao Jie was doing behind his back. So now he had to atone for his sins. The next morning, Yu Xian received a phone call from the Gu group. Her flower shop had reached an agreement with the group, so today she could bring plants and flowers to the company. The two of them immediately brought flowers and plants to the company lobby. The person in charge told her the distance between the flower pots had to be measured with a ruler. This distance had to be even. After that, they changed the flowers in each office. As soon as the person in charge left, the two of them complained, this boss must have level 10 obsessive compulsive disorder. Even a requirement for placing plants is so excessive. The two of them began to divide the work. One person changed the plants, one person changed the flowers. Yu Xian was responsible for changing them in the offices. When she arrived at the door of this office, she knocked, but no one answered. She pushed the door open directly and put the plant on the table. When she was about to leave, she discovered there was another room. She went to the door and saw Yin Cheng getting dressed. Yu Xian immediately screamed excitedly. Yin Cheng quickly covered her mouth. After Yin Cheng finished changing his clothes, the two of them sat down to talk to each other. Yin Cheng asked her what exactly his grandfather had given her, that she kept trying to get close to him again and again. Yu Xian didn't understand what he meant by this and asked him back. Yin Cheng then said that the fact that he had encountered so many incidents before was definitely because she was trying to get close to him. Yu Xian felt he was too narcissistic. She affirmed that all those encounters were because of work. She wasn't trying to get close to him at all. She was about to leave when she turned back to tell him if he needed her to drive, he should call her, then left. After saying that, she directly left the office. After leaving the office, she happened to meet Bai Bin. Yu Xian thanked him for his help. If it weren't for his help, her shop might have closed down by now. When Yin Cheng came out and saw the two of them talking, he hid to the side and eavesdropped, waiting until she entered the elevator. Bai Bin was about to return to the office when he discovered Yin Cheng standing there. Bai Bin asked him what he was doing there. Yin Cheng could only lie and say he was just passing by. Then he told Bai Bin to take him to the sculpture museum. When he was holding the device to prepare to sculpt, his hand suddenly started trembling uncontrollably. He looked at his hand helplessly. At this moment, his grandfather came over and asked him how things were progressing between him and Yu Xian. Yin Cheng told him he didn't need to do that. Unexpectedly, his grandfather said that Yu Xian was not arranged by him at all. It was all just a coincidence. Yin Cheng also blamed Xiao Jie for not saying this sooner. Xiao Jie said he did, but Yin Cheng didn't listen. Outside the flower shop, the three of them gathered to eat together. Yu Xian thanked Bai Bin for helping her when the flower shop was about to close. Yu Xian also said they would be good friends from now on. If he had any difficulties, he should tell her and Hui Xin, and they would help him with all their might. At this time, Yin Cheng and Xiao Jie were secretly observing them. Xiao Jie hurriedly handed his phone to him and said there was trouble at the company. The two of them hurriedly drove away. On this side, Bai Bin also received a phone call. He told them that a rumor about her and Yin Cheng had appeared on the internet. He had to rush back to the company to deal with it. Hui Xin took out her phone to see what had happened. She saw this news, but she wasn't angry at the person who posted it, only at the person who took the photo of her, saying she was so fat. Right at this moment, she received a call from Yin Cheng. Unexpectedly, before he could say anything, she hung up. Yin Cheng was very surprised because she dared to hang up on him. When she got home, Yu Xian kept receiving annoying messages, making her feel very bothered. She could only call Yin Cheng to talk. Unexpectedly, she arranged to meet him at a bar because she felt this was the safest way. The scandal greatly affected both Gu Group corporations. The company's stock had fallen by 2 billion. Yin Cheng said the only way to solve the scandal was for her to stay by his side and continue to be his driver. Then the company would announce her driver's status to the media. All the problems would also be solved. Yu Xian thought for a moment and then agreed to his method. When she was about to take him home, Yu Xian had just arrived at the door when she received a call from Yin Cheng. She hurriedly went inside and pulled him out of the crowd. The two of them were about to leave when they were surrounded by a group of reporters in front of the bar. Yu Xian immediately protected him behind her. After scolding the reporters, she pulled Yin Cheng into the car and left. But these reporters still persistently chased after them. News appeared on the internet in an instant. The next day, Yin Cheng took her to try on clothes to take her to an evening party. Yu Xian felt that she was a driver. Why should she wear these clothes? But that was the quickest way to clarify the relationship between the two of them. She could only accept trying on the dresses. After changing clothes and coming out, Yin Cheng saw her appearance and was stunned. Yu Xian felt very uncomfortable and said she couldn't drive wearing this dress. But he had already arranged for Bai Bin to drive. The three of them arrived at the party. Yuan Ning asked him if Yu Xian was his personal driver. Yin Cheng directly introduced her as the Gu Group's new assistant. From now on, she and Bai Bin would be his right-hand man. As she was about to leave, she tripped. Yin Cheng grabbed her hand, then put her arm through his. The two of them walked over to Muyu. As soon as she saw Yu Xian, she felt very familiar. When she was about to mention the ancestral portrait, Yin Cheng cut her off. At this moment, a man appeared. The atmosphere began to become tense. The smell of gunpowder during their conversation was very strong. Gu Muyu saw that the situation was not appropriate and quickly ran out to stop the two of them. Then Hao Dong took out an envelope, threw it on the table, and said he had discovered his secret, then left. Yin Cheng opened the envelope. He discovered that it was a private picture of him. What secret was it that made him so panicked? Back at the party, Yuan Ning invited him to dance, but he frankly refused. He told her that he already had a dance partner. Then he directly pulled Yu Xian to the dance floor. Yu Xian was about to refuse. Yin Cheng said he would teach her to dance. At this moment, an image of a woman dancing in ancient costume appeared in her mind. She startled awake. then directly pushed Yin Cheng away and left. Yin Cheng originally intended to chase after her, but was stopped by a business partner. He could only let Bai Bin chase after her to see what was going on. She and Bai Bin left the party room, then went to a late-night snack place. Yu Xian asked Bai Bin where he was from. Bai Bin's mood immediately dropped when he heard this question. Then, Yu Xian changed the subject. After eating, Bai Bin drove Yu Xian home. When she was opening the door, Yin Cheng suddenly appeared behind her. She panicked and directly attacked. After the light turned on, she discovered it was Yin Cheng. She almost fell while wearing high heels. After Yin Cheng helped her up, she unfortunately bumped her nose into him, causing a nosebleed. Yu Xian calmly said she was fine. After discovering she had a nosebleed, she frantically ran into the house to get first aid. She thought Yin Cheng had appeared here in the middle of the night to get revenge on her. At this moment, the doorbell rang. She went to open the door and saw a row of chefs at the door. It turned out that Yin Cheng saw that she hadn't eaten, so he specially prepared a big meal for her. But she had just eaten 2 bowls of toast and 10 raw oysters. How could her stomach possibly hold any more? But Yu Xian also didn't want to waste food. Moreover, it was food from her boss, so she had to eat it. After watching her eat all this stuff, Yin Cheng finally felt relieved and left. When he went down to the courtyard, he turned back and saw her silhouette on the upper floor. He thought again of the scene in his dream. He remembered what his grandfather had said when he was a child. This statue is the fairy emblem. It was also carved by the Gu family ancestors and is the most precious treasure of the Gu family. When he was a child, his grandfather was determined to sculpt this statue. Now his hand trembled, so he couldn't sculpt anymore. Yin Cheng went to see the doctor again. The two of them talked about Yu Xian again. The doctor told him that every time Yu Xian was in danger, the action of him saving her was also out of control. He remembered the times he saved her. It was true that he couldn't control it. At this moment, Yin Cheng felt that what the doctor said was right. Perhaps Yu Xian was the one destined for him. She was also the person his family had been searching for. Maybe she could make his hand recover. The doctor told him that in the case that her presence could make him return to normal, then he should be with her more. Yin Cheng wanted to spend more time with her. Made her pick him up at 5 a.m. to go mountain climbing. The next morning, the two of them set off. Very quickly, Yu Xian arrived at the foot of the mountain. After the two of them got out of the car, Yin Cheng tossed a bag to her, telling her that she could go up the mountain. Yu Xian felt that she was just a substitute driver. She didn't need to go mountain climbing with him and would still get paid. Who knew Yin Cheng would say that if she didn't go, her pay would be deducted, but if she went, she'd get a raise. In the end, she had to agree to go along. Yu Xian carried 2 bags and walked behind, so tired she could hardly breathe. At this moment, Yin Cheng suddenly stopped. He took tools out of the bag and began to examine a rock. He told Yu Xian to take things out of the bag. When she opened the bag to look, she discovered he had brought a lot of water. No wonder it was so heavy. Faced with this situation, even if she was angry, she didn't dare say anything. Seeing him tap on the rock, Yu Xian fell in her own fantasy. She imagined him carrying both backpacks while she leisurely climbed the mountain. This action unconsciously made her grin. He stuffed the tools into the bag and left. Yu Xian hurriedly picked up the bag and chased after him. She was so tired she couldn't walk anymore. Yin Cheng turned his head and saw her like that, then went over and took the bag back from her. Yu Xian was still remembering his negotiation with her for triple her original salary. So, she said that since he volunteered, she would still take her full salary. Seeing her panting, he took her bag to carry for her. Yu Xian was directly stunned in place. After regaining her senses, she hurriedly chased after him. After seeing him stop, she sat down to rest. She opened her backpack to get water, but the bottle was completely empty. Turning her head, she saw Yin Cheng still had water. She stood up and asked him if he could give her a bottle of water. He didn't hesitate to say no. He said he could only sell it to her. Yu Xian looked at him speechless. In the end, she had to buy it. Yin Cheng looked at her appearance and thought of the fairy in his dream. The two of them were preparing to go down the mountain and return home. Yin Cheng received a phone call. While he was focused on listening to the phone, Yu Xian thought a way to tease him. She picked up a caterpillar nearby and put it on his hand. Yin Cheng finished the call and saw the caterpillar. He was startled and scared, losing his balance. Yu Xian immediately caught him, but unexpectedly, the two of them fell down. When Yu Xian woke up, she discovered she was still alive, and she breathed a sigh of relief. Yu Xian remembered that it was Yin Cheng who pulled her down. Yin Cheng said it was because Yu Xian was joking around that this incident happened. She said, Who knew he would be afraid of such a small caterpillar? Yin Cheng said he wasn't afraid of caterpillars. It was because they had a lot of bacteria that he felt they were unclean. At this moment, the owner of the guest house came in and said the two of them were husband and wife. No matter how Yu Xian explained, she wouldn't believe it. After that, she left the room, leaving the two of them there. At the flower shop, Xiao Jie was sent there to help. Hui Xian saw him and couldn't help but scold him. She said he only had a few flower pots, and he was already complaining so much. He wasn't even as strong as Yu Xian. Xiao Jie said that he stood and sold flowers all day. Of course, he was very tired. At this moment, Yin Cheng called. Xiao Jie immediately asked Yin Cheng how things were progressing between him and her. Was he staying with Yu Xian tonight? But before he could hear the answer, Yin Cheng hung up. On the other hand, Yin Cheng finished the call. Yu Xian suddenly appeared. Seeing him holding someone's phone, she asked him where he got that phone. Yin Cheng said it was lucky they were okay. Why was she worried about a phone? Yu Xian asked him to lend her the phone so she could inform her family. But Yin Cheng didn't agree and told her to go borrow it from the guest house owner herself. Then he left. Yu Xian had no choice but to chase after him. At dinner, the guest house owner asked the two of them why they fell down the hill. Yu Xian exaggeratedly said they fell because they encountered a falling caterpillar. The two of them immediately burst out laughing uncontrollably. The owner then asked what this newlywed couple was doing on the mountain. Yu Xian explained that they weren't a couple. He was her boss and a genius sculptor. She was just someone he paid to hire. Hearing Yu Xian mention sculpting, the owner suddenly remembered that at Longdi Manor there was a family specializing in traditional handmade sculpture. They often went up the mountain to carve bricks. Seeing Yu Xian's naive and silly face, Yin Cheng explained, brick carving is an important decoration in traditional Chinese architecture. At this moment, Yu Xian asked the owner to borrow a phone, but she was stopped. The owner requested that she had to drink 2 glasses together before he would lend it. Yu Xian boldly finished drinking and provocatively looked towards Yin Cheng. He also picked up a glass and took a sip. The two of them just kept drinking one glass after another. Yin Cheng couldn't hold on and collapsed on the table. Yu Xian originally intended to leave him to sleep there, but because he had saved her, so she went inside and got him a blanket to cover him. At this moment, Yin Cheng had a dream. He saw the fairy in his sleep. He had prepared a homemade gift for her that he had made himself. He said this was a gift to prove his feelings for her. He hoped the two of them would be together forever until they were old and gray. Seeing her nod and smile, Yin Cheng put a hairpin on her. Yu Xian was taking the blanket and thinking when she was suddenly startled by Yin Cheng's appearance. He stepped closer to Yu Xian step by step. He took out a chopstick and pinned it to her head. Then, half awake and half dreaming, he directly kissed her on the lips. Yu Xian quickly pushed him away, angrily running outside. But Yin Cheng was still in a drunken dream. The next morning, Yu Xian had a cold and blamed him for what happened last night. But Yin Cheng basically didn't remember anything. At this moment, the owner brought her a cup of ginger tea. Yu Xian smelled the scent of this drink and felt uncomfortable. The owner saw this and quickly told Yin Cheng to take a sip as an example for her. She also said that if he kept being so weak, he would never get married. She also asked him if this was his first girlfriend. Yu Xian heard this and sneezed loudly to break the awkward atmosphere. Yin Cheng, with an unwilling expression, just said a few words to her. The owner, seeing this situation, left satisfied. The two of them arrived at the brick carving workshop. Yu Xian curiously asked the owner, "What kind of bricks are these?" He said these were golden bricks. The production process is extremely complicated. It takes at least 2 years from start to finish. Therefore, it is also very precious. Golden bricks were previously transported directly to the capital. They were all used for royal architectural constructions like the Forbidden City. Yu Xian praised the owner for being able to preserve such a good traditional culture. But he modestly said that what he did was far from enough. The Gu Group was the example he should follow. He said that this small factory is now operating well. But who knows, one day he might not be able to persevere and give it up. Right now, this work is just a way to make a living. After hearing that, Yin Cheng praised him, saying he was truly a respectable person. He also said that if the Gu Group had any projects in the future that needed to use these bricks, he would definitely cooperate with him. The owner thanked him and invited him inside. Looking at their backs, Yu Xian felt that apart from Yin Cheng's bad personality, he also had a good side. She chased after the two of them. Seeing the two of them stomping mud, she asked why they were stomping with their feet instead of using a machine. He told Yu Xian, mud mixed by machine. will crack when the bricks are fired. Usually, you have to stomp it barefoot for 5 hours to complete it. He told the two of them they could try stomping to experience it. At this moment, Yu Xian thought of a mischievous idea. She said he specialized in sculpting, so he should go in and stomp to test the material. She thought he would refuse, but knew he would agree immediately. When he was stomping mud, he saw Yu Xian still standing there blankly. He told her to come in and stomp with him. When she took off her shoes and stepped in, she unexpectedly slipped and fell onto Yin Cheng. Yin Cheng caught her, but at this moment, Yu Xian looked at him and thought of the scene last night. She angrily pushed him down into the mud and left. Yin Cheng was also very angry, but he couldn't do anything. The two of them were preparing to leave the manor. Yu Xian got into the car herself, not paying attention to him. Yin Cheng wanted to talk to her. Yu Xian suddenly stepped hard on the gas pedal, accelerating and scaring him into grabbing the handle. Yu Xian asked him how his memory was. He said he could recite the modern Chinese dictionaries by heart when he was 3 years old. At 5, he could write stone sculpture art implicitly. At 7, he could teach higher mathematics. But he couldn't remember what happened last night. Yu Xian drove him home. Yin Cheng asked her if she wanted to stay for dinner. Yu Xian quickly refused and rode away on her electric scooter. The housekeeper and he watched her leave with a look of suspicion. Yin Cheng mumbled, "What the heck happened last night?" When he went inside to wash his face, he suddenly noticed something. The next day, Yu Xian waited for him at the door. When she saw him appear, she still had to pretend to be happy to see him. Yin Cheng didn't say a word. He just looked at her charming appearance. He even stepped closer to her and directly kissed her. A second later, he was directly awakened by Yu Xian. It turned out he was daydreaming. Haha, how funny. The two of them went to the sculpting room. Yu Xian saw that his sculpting place was so big, she was very surprised. She followed Yin Cheng to the workroom. Looking at the sculpting tools, Yu Xian asked him if he could demonstrate for her. Yin Cheng began to take out his tools to prepare to sculpt. He discovered his hand was still trembling uncontrollably. So, he asked her if she wanted to try it herself. He gave up his seat for her, step by step teaching her the posture to hold the tools. Then, he held her hand and began to teach her how to sculpt. At this moment, he discovered his hand was no longer trembling. When he was about to continue carving, Yu Xian stood up and said Hui Xian told her to go back to the flower shop. There was something to do. She put down the tools and left. Yin Cheng looked at his hand thoughtfully. Then he told Xiao Jie about this. He asked Xiao Jie if Yu Xian could help him improve his hand tremor. Then what was the way to recover faster? Xiao Jie told him to keep Yu Xian by his side 24/7, because Yu Xian was like a portable power bank. When he ran out of battery, he had to recharge. Xiao Jie's meaning was for the two of them to live together. At this moment, Yu Xian suddenly opened the door. Seeing the situation, she backed out. After knocking on the door, she entered. She told Yin Cheng she would be taking a day off for personal reasons. Yin Cheng immediately agreed, but on one condition. She had to write a leave request email according to company policy. Yu Xian happily agreed. After returning home, Yu Xian was writing the letter, while complaining that she had already requested leave and still had to send a letter. At this moment, Bai Bin knew she would be taking a day off tomorrow. He asked her out to dinner after he finished work, but unexpectedly, she accidentally replied to Yin Cheng's message. Yin Cheng read the message and felt uneasy. When Yu Xian realized she had messaged the wrong person, she retracted the message, then sent a message again. Yin Cheng thought this was strange, so he called Xiao Jie, telling him to follow Yu Xian tomorrow. The next day, Yu Xian drove to the flower market. As she was carrying a flower basket inside, Bai Bin appeared with breakfast, because his work was already done, so he was waiting for her to go eat together. Yu Xian told him to wait for her to move these flowers, then she would go eat with him. At this time, Xiao Jie followed Yu Xian to this place. Seeing this scene, he reported it to Yin Cheng. Bai Bin told her to eat breakfast first. He would move these flowers for her. So, she sat down to eat breakfast while Bai Bin helped. Hui Xian just left when she saw this scene. She quickly thanked Bai Bin. Hui Xian went up to Yu Xian and asked her where she found such a free worker. Yu Xian said it was just a coincidence. Bai Bin came here to work and then they would go eat together. Hui Xian told Yu Xian only someone as naive as her would believe that. Yu Xian foolishly asked Hui Xian what she meant. Hui Xian said that obviously Bai Bin had feelings for her. Yu Xian told Hui Xian not to talk nonsense. It wouldn't be good if Bai Bin heard. Waiting until Bai Bin left, Hui Xian began to question her and Yin Cheng. Hui Xian asked if the two of them were together when they went mountain climbing. Yu Xian excitedly stood up and denied these words. She also asked Hui Xian where she had heard this from. Hui Xian said Xiao Jie himself told her. Yu Xian told her. Xiao Jie is a notorious playboy at Gu Group. Anything he says is completely unreliable. Hui Xian said that Yin Cheng, although he had money and looks, but the gap between the two of them was too big. Yu Xian said she didn't like that crazy, narcissistic guy, so don't worry. Hui Xian said she thought Bai Bin was a very good person, gentle and considerate. If she were Yu Xian, she would definitely fall for him without hesitation. Yu Xian told her to stop fantasizing or she would be disappointed. But Hui Xian said that love needs to maintain freshness. Someone single since birth like her should solve her single problem first. She couldn't let herself be 26 years old and still have her first kiss. Hearing what she said, Yu Xian remembered the incident at the guest house. She angrily crushed the bread. Xiao Jie discovered Yu Xian was with Bai Bin. He sent a photo to Yin Cheng. He also sent a message provoking him, saying that if he didn't act fast, Yu Xian would be snatched up by Bai Bin first. Yin Cheng, jealous, threw his cell phone onto the table. Xiao Jie on the other side could guess Yin Cheng's expression, so he stopped following Yu Xian. He stood up and left the restaurant. On this side, Hui Xian asked Bai Bin how many years he had been working at Gu Group. Bai Bin said he had been working there for 5 years. Hui Xian and Yu Xian were both surprised to hear that. Yu Xian said, and he could still stand to be in such a place. If it weren't for maintaining the flower shop, she would have left long ago. Yu Xian also told Bai Bin to teach her more about how to survive there in the future. Bai Bin didn't hesitate and agreed immediately. At this moment, Hui Xian read a piece of news. Muyi was caught up in dating rumors. Yu Xian felt this name was very familiar. It turned out to be Yin Cheng's younger sister. Muyu, on the other side, saw this news. She smiled delightedly, although her manager was still racking her brains to find a solution. Seeing her smiling so naively, the manager asked her if she was in love. Muyu denied it. She said that currently, she only had a one-sided crush on him. He hadn't accepted her feelings yet. Suddenly, a woman stormed into the office. She threw the news on her phone at him and told him that although Mu Yu was the Gu family's daughter, the Wei family would absolutely not accept Mu Yu's status. Hao Dong told her. He and Mu Yu just met by chance, there was nothing to it. She didn't believe it. Hao Dong could only say that he hated Yin Cheng the most. So he especially didn't want to have anything to do with Yin Cheng's sister. When she left, he took out a photo of Mu Yu from his pocket. It seemed like he still liked her. It's clearly Yin Cheng, so why must he live under such pressure? He can't even decide who he loves. Xiao Jie put the documents on the table, wanting to sneak away. He was called back by Yin Cheng. Yin Cheng told him his work wasn't finished yet. Yin Cheng wanted Xiao Jie to think of a way to get Yu Xian to move into his house. Xiao Jie heard this and said that wouldn't work. A man and a woman, both unmarried. Would Yu Xian agree? Yin Cheng said that's why he told him to stay and think. But Xiao Jie still had a date today. He didn't want to miss that date. So Yin Cheng used Xiao Jie's monthly bonus to threaten him. If he left, his bonus would disappear. Xiao Jie had no other choice but to stay with Yin Cheng. Yu Xian was at home. At this moment, she received a call from Yin Cheng. Yin Cheng said he felt very uncomfortable. He wanted her to come to his house. Yin Cheng also said the housekeeper wasn't here, so he didn't know who else to ask. Yu Xian heard that there was no sound on the other end of the line. She immediately ran to his house. When she arrived, she saw Yin Cheng lying on the ground, and he had a very high fever. Yu Xian originally intended to take him to the hospital, but he refused. Seeing this, she struggled to help Yin Cheng back to bed. He kept saying he wouldn't go to the hospital. Yu Xian could only go find a medicine box. After putting a fever patch on him, she stayed by his side to take care of him. Early the next morning, Yin Cheng woke up, seeing her sleeping on the bed. He reached out to touch her head. Yu Xian suddenly woke up. The first thing she did when she woke up was to measure his body temperature. After discovering his fever had gone down, she felt relieved. She questioned him, asking where the housekeeper had gone, and what about the private doctor? Why was he alone? Yin Cheng said that butler Du had gone home to visit his relatives and had taken a month off. He wanted her to fill in for butler Du, and Bai Bin handled the company's big and small issues better than her, so she could only choose this job. Yin Cheng also said that he only asked people he trusted for help. Yu Xian was very surprised to hear such words and asked him again if he was sure. Yin Cheng said because she was a member of the Gu Group. If he didn't trust her, who would he trust? He also said that if she felt uncomfortable, it was okay. He would find someone else and pay them 3 times as much. Yu suddenly changed her attitude because the salary he offered was very high. After seeing Yin Cheng say that he could manage on his own, he could still live well alone, Yu said she could help him. Moreover, it was only for a month, it was a small matter. Then she told him to rest. She would go cook for him, waiting until she went out. Yin Cheng recalled what happened last night. It turned out he had soaked himself in an ice bath to make himself feverish. He also took that opportunity to make Yu soften and agree to stay with him. All of that idea was Xiao Jie's. Hesitating many times, he directly made up his mind and sat in the bathtub. Yin Cheng directly revealed a satisfied smile. At this moment, President Wang sent an invitation for cooperation negotiations. He immediately agreed. Yu had cooked porridge for him downstairs. Turning her head, she discovered Yin Cheng suddenly appearing. She told him to rest for a while. Why did he come down? He told Yu that he had work in the evening. Then, she gave him the porridge to taste. Yin Cheng took a spoonful and ate a bite. Suddenly, his eyes lit up. It seemed to be very delicious. But facing Yu he pretended to say that this porridge was just okay. Yu took him out to work. Yin Cheng told her to go home and get her things and then move to his house. She didn't need to come pick him up. After work, Bai Bin would bring him home. Yin Cheng arrived at the hotel as scheduled. He discovered it wasn't President Wang. He realized something was wrong. He called Xiao Jie. On this side, Xiao Jie received a message in the bar and was directly startled. He went outside to call Yu He asked her which hotel she had taken Yin Cheng to. He was in trouble. Immediately, the two of them rushed to the hotel. After meeting at the hotel entrance, Xiao Jie told her that Yin Cheng was in danger. He said the person in this photo was very likely a competitor of Gu Group. If something happened, Gu Group would suffer a great loss. But this matter had nothing to do with her, so she wasn't angry at all. Xiao Jie was puzzled and asked her. Yu said, why should she be angry? Moreover, Yin Cheng was embracing a beauty in the middle of the night. How would he know if Yin Cheng liked it or not? Xiao Jie helplessly said Yin Cheng was truly a failure as a man. Xiao Jie then explained to her. He told her that in the event that the competitor took the opportunity to slander, adding fuel to the fire to harm the Gu Group so that it couldn't recover. At that time, the group would go bankrupt without a penny of salary, and they would only be able to eat dirt. Hearing these words, Yu acted immediately. She said she would never let her salary be lost. The two of them found the room. Yu was about to knock on the door when Xiao Jie stopped her. Xiao Jie told her to go in first, and he would keep watch outside. Yu carefully opened the door. After entering, she saw the woman doing something with Yin Cheng. Yu gave her a pillow, and she fainted. Then she quickly woke Yin Cheng up. Seeing him wake up, Yu found mineral water in the room for him to drink. Xiao Jie kept watch outside the door. He discovered President Wang bringing people to this place. He hurriedly ran into the room and told them. Yin Cheng told him to hide her. At this moment, Xiao Jie thought of having Yu change into her clothes and then hide her. As the opponent's group approached the hotel hallway, Xiao Jie hid her in the bathroom. Then he also hid. Seeing Yin Cheng take off his clothes, Yu was extremely flustered. The two of them directly hid under the covers. At this moment, the group also rushed in. Yin Cheng calmly sat up. Pretending not to know, he asked them why they were here. President Wang angrily showed him the photo and blamed him, saying he had placed so much trust in him. How could he do such a thing? Yin Cheng calmly said he received a message from President Wang to come and discuss the Jade Garden project. In the end, only Misu came and said he was late and then left. President Wang still didn't believe what Yin Cheng said. He also said that it was clear that Hao Dong had an appointment with him. He also asked who the person next to him was. At this moment, Yu revealed her face. After he discovered he had mistaken the person, his expression was awkward and embarrassed. Therefore, he decided to personally go to Gu Group tomorrow to negotiate cooperation to express his apology. Yin Cheng discovered that Hao Dong was playing tricks behind his back, but unexpectedly, he was still pretending to be innocent. Therefore, Yin Cheng could only drive these people out. After they left, Yu quickly sat up. The distance between the two of them gradually narrowed, just as they were about to kiss. Xiao Jie suddenly opened the door. Seeing this scene, he was embarrassed and closed the door again. After taking Yin Cheng home, Yin Cheng told her to just drive his car back. Tomorrow she would move her things to his house. Before Yu left, she also reminded the two of them to pay attention to safety, not to eat food from strangers, and not to drink water given by strangers. She said goodbye to the two of them and drove away. Xiao Jie discovered that his plan was very useful and wanted Yin Cheng to thank him. But Yin Cheng directly turned his back and said that he was the one who suffered in that incident. Early the next morning, he anxiously paced back and forth in the room. Yu Xian had driven to the downstairs with her luggage. After Yin Cheng discovered she had arrived, he happily ran to the door to wait for her. He wanted to tease her a bit, but when she pulled the suitcase and opened the door, she accidentally ran over Yin Cheng's foot. Yin Cheng, in pain, limped after her. He was as weak as a stick, just being run over by a suitcase a little bit, and he was already like this. Yu Xian went downstairs and saw him still sitting there. She asked him why he was still at home at this hour. Yin Cheng was still grimacing and massaging his injured foot. Seeing her, he pretended as if nothing had happened. That's right, he did it to himself, so who can he blame? Yu Xian basically didn't care about Yin Cheng's expression. She presented a contract to him. She said that although she had promised to be his assistant for a month, she felt that the two of them still needed to have clear terms with each other, to avoid causing unnecessary trouble. Yin Cheng heard this and threw the paper away, not cooperating. Yu Xian continued to tell him. Now she was both a driver and an assistant. Therefore, he couldn't take up her private time. Next was the right to equality. She said she was only his employee during work hours, but her private time would be her own. He couldn't use his status as her boss to impose on her private life, because her private life and his were unrelated. Finally, the salary could not be changed. Yin Cheng agreed to those terms and asked her if she wanted to add anything else. Yu Xian thought for a long time and said she still had one thing. That was that she had recorded what they had just said as evidence. After saying that, she left. But Yin Cheng called her back and said he also had terms. That was that in his house, his belongings could not be messed up. After using them, they had to be put back in their original place, especially at the correct angle. Yu Xian didn't say anything, turned around and left. But he still didn't stop there and said that in his house, she couldn't eat messy things like this. He wanted her to live in his house, but he had so many requirements. It was really hard to understand this man's thoughts. His grandfather learned that someone had drugged him. He asked him if he had found the real culprit. Yin Cheng said Hu Meng told the waiter to put the drug in his water glass. Next, Hao Dong and President Wang appeared at the hotel. Therefore, he suspected Hao Dong was behind it all. At this moment, Mu Yu suddenly ran in and said it couldn't be him. Xiao Jie told her the two families still had a competitive relationship. Moreover, Hao Dong was still after Yin Cheng. But Mu Yu stubbornly believed that Hao Dong would definitely not do such a thing. Because she didn't believe the truth, she said she would go clarify this matter herself. When Mu Yu just left, his grandfather asked Yin Cheng why he gave Butler due a month off. Xiao Jie quickly said that he was currently living with Yu Xian. Yin Cheng explained to his grandfather. He wasn't living with her, it was just the nature of the job. But his grandfather said he didn't need to explain. He was already addicted, but still embarrassed. Yin Cheng couldn't stand his grandfather's gossipy nature. He quickly stood up and left. On this side, Mu Yu waited for Hao Dong in the parking lot. She wanted him to explain clearly about her brother. She told him that she didn't believe those things were done by him. Hao Dong told her, what if he did do it? Mu Yu still completely didn't believe these words. Hao Dong told her not to come looking for him anymore. After saying that, he left, but she hugged him from behind. But Hao Dong ruthlessly pushed her away and told her not to waste her efforts. He couldn't like her. On this side, Yu Xian suddenly looked at Yin Cheng's appearance while eating, which made her infatuated. Afraid of being discovered by him, she quickly turned her head and smiled to herself. At this moment, Yin Cheng finished eating and was about to leave. Yu Xian stood up and almost tripped. Fortunately, Yin Cheng caught her, but she accidentally pulled his shirt open. Yu Xian embarrassedly apologized to him. Seeing him angry, she quickly buttoned his shirt for him. Yin Cheng saw her flustered appearance like this. He directly turned around and left. In the evening, he tossed and turned, unable to sleep. He stealthily went to Yu Xian's room, quietly approaching the bed to take her phone. Just as he was about to get the phone, she rolled over to the other side. Yin Cheng waited for her for a long time, seeing that she was fast asleep. He went to the other side and slowly took out the phone. He was about to unlock it when he discovered she had a password. So, he used her fingerprint to unlock the phone. After turning on the voice recording and deleting the evidence, he quietly put it back in its original place. He was about to leave the room. Seeing her sleeping like that, he felt uneasy and considerately tucked her in. Then he returned to his room. Without evidence, he felt very relieved. The next day, he was awakened by the sound downstairs. He covered himself with a blanket to block the noise, but it was useless. Unable to bear it any longer, he went out of the room. He saw Yuxian downstairs practicing taekwondo. Yin Chung aggressively walked up to her. He almost got hit in the face by her swinging arm. He asked her what the heck she was doing. Yuxian said she was doing her morning exercise. Yin Chung said he was still sleeping, but Yuxian said it was her time to exercise. Then, she also told Yin Chung that now was her private time, and he had promised her. But Yin Chung thought he had successfully deleted it, so he was very smug. Yuxian took out the voice recording from yesterday, but she couldn't find it. She looked at Yin Chung and asked if he had deleted the recording. Of course, he completely denied it. He turned around and left. He had only taken 2 steps when he heard the recording. He stopped and looked at her. Yuxian said luckily she had sent a copy to her Gmail. Indeed, being cautious is never wrong. Yin Chung was speechless with anger. He directly snatched the phone from her hand. During the argument, he suddenly hugged her. This action stunned both of them. Yuxian quickly pushed him away. She told him that she wasn't used to living here. She would leave later. Yin Chung immediately stopped her, but now she had changed her mind. Even if he begged her, she wouldn't agree. She also said that today she had switched shifts with Bai Bin. Bai Bin would pick him up after work, because today she wasn't in the mood to do anything. Yuxian angrily left the living room, leaving him alone, angry and not knowing what to do. Yuxian went to the flower shop to help Hui Xian. Hui Xian knew she was living in Yin Cheng's house and was surprised, exclaiming loudly. Yuxian quickly told her to be quiet, or the whole world would hear. Hui Xian said Yuxian was really brave. She told Hui Xian that she did it for the sake of the flower shop, and the salary was triple, but she was only working there for a month. Once the housekeeper returned, she would be out of a job. Hui Xian was startled to hear that. The two of them looked at each other and laughed as if they had won the lottery. Suddenly, a man appeared from nowhere. He excitedly ran towards Yuxian and hugged her tightly. It seemed like the relationship between the two was very close. Yin Chung was in the car, feeling uneasy. He had to ask Bai Bin about Yuxian's situation. Bai Bin said that Yuxian had returned to the flower shop to help Hui Xian. Other than that, she was fine. Women are really hard to understand. If a man wants to understand a woman, then he definitely likes her. Yin Chung immediately denied it. He stubbornly said that he just needed her to be by his side. Just then, President Wang called Yin Chung to let him know. He had a request regarding the Jade Garden project. If he just agreed to it, they would agree to cooperate with Gu Corporation. President Wang hoped Yin Chung would personally design a piece with the theme of Jade Garden. Yin Chung said he would think about it. Looking at his trembling hand, Yin Chung felt very helpless. He picked up his phone to call Yuxian, but she didn't answer. On the other hand, Feng Yu told her that the reason he came back was because his favorite magazine company was hiring. So he wanted to go there for an interview to see how it goes. Hui Xian told him that he was a famous photographer with millions of followers. Why would he want to go to work at a company? Feng Yu said that company had many more talented people. He could improve a lot by going there. Yuxian asked him if he knew where he was going to stay. Feng Yu said that for now, he would find a hotel to stay in temporarily. When the job was done, he would find a suitable house to live in. Hui Xian told him to stay at Yuxian's place. Because, anyway, she hasn't been home for almost a month. Feng Yu, looking confused, asked Hui Xian about it. Hui Xian said that Yuxian has been staying with her boss lately. But before she could finish, Yuxian cut her off. Yuxian just told him, it's because she's been working a lot of overtime lately. So, she moved a bit closer to her boss's place to make it easier to talk about work. Feng Yu asked her why she wasn't working as a hire driver anymore. Yuxian said that, actually, the job isn't that different from being a driver. But sometimes she takes on extra work as an assistant. She also said the pay is really great. Feng Yu heard this and told her, since she's making so much money, to rent him a room. Of course, Yuxian didn't agree. She said that she's doing the job. It's all because Hui Xian keeps complaining about being broke and saying the flower shop is about to close. At this moment, Hui Xian had an idea. She wanted Feng Yu to be a representative for the flower shop. If it worked, the flower shop could very likely make more money. The two of them started styling him, wrapping him in lots of flowers. Feng Yu asked if he really had to wear this. Hui Xian said he looked very handsome in it, like a pretty boy. Plus, putting him outside the shop as a mannequin. It would definitely attract a lot of customers with his good looks. Feng Yu heard this and immediately wanted to take the flowers off. But Yuxian stopped him. She told him that if he wanted a place to stay, he had to behave and listen to her. Hearing this, Feng Yu could only obey her. He even said that, anyway, he'd been bullied and dominated by her since they were kids. Yu Xian adjusted the flower wreath on him, but because Feng Yu was so tall, he had to kneel down so Yu Xian could arrange the wreath. And this scene was seen by Yin Cheng. He immediately left the flower shop and drove home. On the way, he remembered what he had just seen. He called Xiao Jie and told him to secretly keep an eye on Yu Xian and report back to him. Yin Cheng went to see his doctor and said that he'd been having a strange dream lately. He felt uneasy inside. He dreamed that a fairy was calling out to him for help. He didn't know if this would happen. He also didn't understand why this situation was happening. Before, he had dreamed of the fairy, and then someone who looked exactly like her appeared. The doctor said that Freud believed all dreams are born to satisfy desires. It is an expression of his inner subconscious. The doctor told him that his inner self was reminding him to pay more attention to her. Back at the flower shop, the three of them finished taking the promotional photos. Feng Yu complained that he had to work and take pictures at the same time. You guys are really bullying me. Yu Xian said that he even had to borrow money from her to buy his camera, so he should stop talking. Yu Xian told Hui Xian that she would go home first today to take Feng Yu home to pack his things. After the two of them walked out of the flower shop, someone secretly took pictures of them. Yu Xian noticed something was off. She looked around but didn't see anything. Then she got into a taxi and left. When she got home, she suddenly turned her head. Feng Yu saw her and urged her to go inside quickly. But Yu Xian said she felt like someone was following her. Feng Yu asked if she was delusional. He was the one who should be followed. He also teased her, saying she was plain looking and lacking in everything. Who would want to follow her? Yu Xian angrily put her arm around his neck and pulled him inside. The picture of the two of them was taken and ended up in Yin Cheng's hands. He angrily threw his phone onto the table. Meanwhile, Yu Xian was walking down the lobby of the company. She felt something was wrong. She turned around and saw someone taking pictures secretly. They saw that Yu Xian had noticed them, then ran away. She was very angry and walked back to the apartment building. The two people with the cell phones were about to leave. Unexpectedly, Yu Xian was standing in front of them. She demanded that they give her their phones. Seeing that they didn't respond, she told them to hand over their phones. Otherwise, she'd show them what a Scorpio is like. Hearing this, they had no choice but to give her their phones. She opened the phones and saw the pictures. She immediately asked if Yin Cheng had told them to take these. They nodded yes. So it turned out that Yin Cheng had told them to do this. When Yin Cheng was about to leave the company, he received a phone call from Yu Xian. She told him to wait for her at the company. After saying that, she immediately hung up. Yin Cheng told Bai Bin to go home first. He would go back to the company. Yu Xian stormed in. She asked him to explain the pictures. Yin Cheng still denied it. Seeing that he was still pretending, Yu Xian grabbed his phone. She unlocked it and found the pictures inside his phone. Yu Xian questioned him about why he was following her, but he still wouldn't admit it. Yu Xian asked him why he had her pictures on his phone. Yin Cheng asked her who the man was. Yu Xian said it was her business. Why should she tell him? She also told him that what he did was a violation of her privacy. Unexpectedly, he said she was absent without reason. He might fire her. Yu Xian angrily said that she had requested a leave of absence. But Yin Cheng said he hadn't approved her leave. Yu Xian said fine, go ahead and fire her. She would call the police. She grabbed the cell phone, preparing to call the police. Yin Cheng quickly grabbed it back. The two of them fought over the phone, accidentally falling onto the sofa. Not only that, but their lips touched too. I've never seen anyone fall like that. It only happens in movies. Sadly, Bai Bin outside the door saw this scene and left disappointedly. Yu Xian pretended to be calm and said that the last time he was drunk, he kissed her. Now she kissed him back. It's fair, and no one owes anyone. When she got home, she called Hui Xian. Before she could say anything, Hui Xian knew something was up. Yu Xian lied and said it was about a friend of hers. Then, she told Hui Xian everything that had happened that day. Hui Xian told her that in this situation, it means the other person likes her. Yu Xian was surprised to hear this. Hui Xian also said that a man in love, he can lose his mind at any time. Hui Xian finished speaking and hung up. Yu Xian's mood also became confused. Even when she was taking a bath, she couldn't stop thinking, how could she possibly like that narcissistic guy? Then she submerged herself in the water to forget about it. Unexpectedly, when she came up for air, she hit her neck on the edge of the bathtub. Yin Cheng's heart suddenly ached at this moment. It could be a sign that Yu Xian was in trouble. He rushed out. Unexpectedly, Yu Xian was injured in the bathroom. He took her to the hospital. After she was bandaged up, she told Yin Cheng maybe she should move back home because she felt like the two of them clashed too much. Unexpectedly, Yincheng immediately refused, and he said she should stay in the hospital for a few days to recover. He would take responsibility for today's accident. When the two of them reached the lobby, Yu Xian asked him if he liked her. Yincheng heard this and said he would go find a doctor to ask about her problem. His goal was to dodge her question. Yu Xian didn't get an answer and remained silent. So, she went to consult with her friend. Hui Xian thought of a way for her. If she wasn't sure about his feelings, then she should use another man to test him. If he's competitive, then he definitely likes her. Today, Yu Xian went to the company and suddenly received news that Bai Bin had resigned. Before leaving, he wanted to treat her to a meal. Yu Xian happily agreed. Yincheng saw her texting and smiling. He couldn't stand it and snatched her phone. Seeing that it was Bai Bin inviting Yu Xian to dinner, he made her finish all her tasks for the day before she could leave. Yincheng did this, aiming to ruin her date with Bai Bin. Just as Yu Xian finished her work, Yincheng accidentally kicked the power cord, shutting down the computer. Yu Xian was completely furious. Her previous efforts were completely wasted. Yu Xian angrily left, despite Yincheng trying to stop her. Yu Xian rushed to the place where she and Bai Bin had agreed to meet. The two of them chatted happily. Yu Xian asked why he had resigned. Just as he was about to tell the truth, Yincheng appeared. It turned out he wanted Yu Xian to come back to work. Yu Xian suddenly remembered what Hui Xian had said. She provoked him to drink beer and eat meat skewers. She even said he should be like Bai Bin, handsome and knows how to eat and drink, unlike someone who gets drunk after just one sip of alcohol. Yu Xian's words successfully provoked Yincheng. Yincheng never ate at street food stalls and had never drunk alcohol. But today, he drank until he was completely drunk. While drunk, Yincheng revealed a secret he had kept hidden for 5 years. His hand had long been unable to sculpt. It was also because of this that major projects were not signed. Only then did Yu Xian learn the truth. The next day, Yu Xian went to find Yincheng's grandmother to ask about this. It turned out that 5 years ago, Yincheng had an accident that injured his hand. Since then, he hasn't been able to sculpt, even after his hand recovered well. It was also because of some psychological reasons, that from then on, he was no longer able to hold a carving knife. Yu Xian heard this and decided to help Yincheng. She invited him to dinner. She also suggested he come to her birthday. She wanted him to give her a gift that he had sculpted himself. Yincheng didn't hesitate and agreed immediately. For the girl he loved, he decided to try again. But he also gave her a condition, that she must always be by his side. After he received her answer, he called President Wang. He said he would personally carve the exclusive work for the EU Garden project. They could proceed with signing the contract immediately. Yu Xian didn't expect that Yincheng, for her, would change like this. Today was the day to sign the contract. Unexpectedly, while Yu Xian and Mu Yu were on their way to the signing location, suddenly they were blocked by a car. When Mu Yu got out of the car to see what was happening, suddenly, 2 men got out of the car, covered her mouth, and forced her into the car. Yu Xian saw this and quickly got out of the car to save Mu Yu. But her martial arts skills weren't enough to fight off the 2 kidnappers. They covered her mouth and threw her into the car. On this side, Yincheng and Xiao Jia were waiting for the time to sign the contract. Suddenly, he received a message from Yu Xian, but he couldn't hear anything. It turned out that Yu Xian had been kidnapped. She called to ask Yincheng for help. Suddenly, the car braked hard, and Yu Xian screamed for Yincheng to come and save her. The 2 kidnappers heard this and immediately snatched her phone. Then they gagged her again. When he learned that Yu Xian was in danger, Yincheng abandoned the contract signing to go rescue her. On this side, Yu Xian and Mu Yu were locked in a room in the mountains. All the doors were locked tight by them. Although Yu Xian had called Yincheng, he probably didn't know where they were. Yincheng quickly found Mu Yu's car. After watching the dashcam footage, he discovered that his sister had also been kidnapped. Yincheng immediately realized that this was caused by the Wei group. He quickly went to Hao Dong to ask about it, but Hao Dong just taunted him. He gave Hao Dong a punch. The 2 of them wrestled for a while. Yincheng learned that this wasn't Hao Dong's doing. On this side, Yu Xian didn't want to stay here any longer, so she told Mu Yu to pretend to have a stomachache. Yu Xian urgently banged on the door to call for help. Hearing the banging, the kidnappers immediately opened the door. Yu Xian quickly told them about Mu Yu's condition. While one kidnapper went to check on Mu Yu, Yu Xian took the opportunity to deal with the other 2. Then, she pushed the other one to the ground. She grabbed Mu Yu's hand and pulled her out of there. Just as they got out the door, Mu Yu sprained her ankle. Seeing the kidnappers running towards them, Mu Yu quickly pushed Yu Xian away. She hugged the kidnapper tightly and told Yu Xian to run away and to leave her. At this moment, Yu Xian didn't have time to think. She ran. Luckily, a car was passing by at this time. It turned out to be Yin Cheng's car. Yu Xian fearfully hugged him tightly. Yin Cheng apologized to her. He promised that this would never happen again. After everything was settled, Yin Cheng and Yu Xian returned home together. After getting out of the car, Yin Cheng carried Yu Xian into the house. Seeing this scene, I'm so jealous. I wish a handsome guy would carry me like that too. Although love from both sides is beautiful, Yin Cheng lost the opportunity to cooperate with President Wang. Yu Xian didn't want him to lose this project because of her. So, after taking Yin Cheng to the company, she went directly to see President Wang. She wanted to help Yin Cheng regain the opportunity. She told President Wang everything that had happened that day. After hearing Yu Xian's sincere words, finally, she got another chance. But President Wang had one condition. That is, tomorrow she must attend the contract signing. The next day, when the two of them went to meet President Wang, the two of them found out that the chairman was Bai Bin. This time, the two sides signed the contract largely because of Yu Xian, because Bai Bin had liked Yu Xian for a long time. Taking advantage of the successful cooperation with Yuan Lin, Yu Xian wanted to take a few days off to go back to her hometown to visit her father. Yin Cheng heard about it and wanted to go home with her. But he was rejected by her because this wasn't the right time. Her father still had a bad impression of Yin Cheng. Because a few days ago, Yu Xian had just returned to her hometown. Bai Bin came to find her. She was surprised when she opened the door. She asked him why he was here. Bai Bin lied that he was investing in a resort here. So he stopped by to visit her. Bai Bin had just entered the house for less than a minute when the doorbell suddenly rang. Yu Xian asked Bai Bin to open the door, thinking it was probably her father. When Bai Bin opened the door, things weren't as he imagined. The people outside the door were Yin Cheng and Xiao Jia. Yin Cheng asked him why he was here. Yu Xian was only home for 2 days of rest, and both Yin Cheng and Bai Bin came here. Yu Xian tried to find a way to get him to leave, but Yin Cheng couldn't easily agree to that. If he left, it would be like giving Bai Bin an opportunity. He asked Yu Xian why Bai Bin could be here, but he couldn't. Yu Xian was pulling Yin Cheng out the door. When she saw her father returning home, Yu Xian quickly introduced the two of them to her father. Yu Xian's father really liked Bai Bin. After learning that, Bai Bin had helped Yu Xian a lot, but Yin Cheng hadn't. And ever since the rumors about Yu Xian and Yin Cheng came out, Yu Xian's father had always been prejudiced against him. Mister, you said that it was thanks to Yin Cheng's blessing that his precious daughter had the opportunity to become so famous. Yin Cheng hastily explained that it was just a misunderstanding. Yu Xian also quickly chimed in for Yin Cheng. She said that Yin Cheng was currently her boss. They came to the house where all guests treat them well. After hearing Yu Xian's words, Mr. Yu's attitude changed 360 degrees. He invited the two of them to stay for lunch. When Yu Xian went into the kitchen to cook, Mr. Yu took the two of them to the study. Unexpectedly, Bai Bin and Mr. Yu shared a common interest. So the two of them discussed calligraphy together, and Yin Cheng became the odd man out in the room. So he chose to leave. During the meal, Bai Bin took the opportunity to invite everyone to his resort for a visit. Bai Bin chose exactly what Mr. Yu liked very much, so he liked him even more. In the afternoon, everyone played volleyball on the beach. Hui Xian volunteered to be the referee. They hadn't even split into teams yet when Yin Cheng pulled Yu Xian's hand to join his team. With no other choice, Bai Bin had to team up with Xiao Jia. During the game, Xiao Jia intentionally cheated, because the other side was, after all, his boss. Bai Bin saw this and said he suspected his teammate of cheating. He wanted to change teammates, so the assistant and Xiao Jia were on the same team, while Bai Bin and Yu Xian were on one team. The two men showed off their volleyball skills to Yu Xian. They tried their best to hit the ball, while Yu Xian and Xiao Jia became redundant. So the two of them left, leaving Bai Bin and Yin Cheng to compete against each other. Hui Xian didn't want to be the referee anymore either. She wanted to go swimming. The sun was about to set, but the two of them still couldn't decide the winner. Bai Bin had no choice but to stop and prepare dinner, while Yin Cheng and Yu Xian went to see Mr. Yu. At this time, Mr. Yu was drunk. He pulled Yu Xian and Yin Cheng's hands and placed them together. Then he patted Yin Cheng and Bai Bin on the shoulder, saying that he would entrust his daughter to him in the future. Yu Xian interrupted him. She quickly reminded him and apologized to Yin Cheng. That evening, in order to probe Yin Cheng's love for Yu Xian, Hui Xian deliberately asked him if he had a girlfriend before. Yin Cheng immediately said no. Seeing that they didn't believe him, Xiao Jie spoke up for him. Later that night, Yin Chung got drunk and he hugged Yu Xian tightly. But he mentioned the name of another girl and said that he had finally found her. Yu Xian heard this and immediately pushed him away. She angrily left. The more Yu Xian thought about it, the angrier she got. She wondered if Yin Chung had another girl in his heart. The next morning, Yu Xian became cold towards him. Yu Xian would rather go fishing with Bai Bin than go diving with Yin Chung. Yin Chung had no idea what had happened. To find out the truth, Yu Xian went to Bai Bin to ask about Yin Cheng's past. Bai Bin took her to see a video that Yin Cheng's grandfather had filmed. It was then that she learned that there was a painting of a fairy in Yin Cheng's house. She asked Bai Bin what that painting had to do with her. Yu Xian had a lot of questions in her mind at this moment, but Bai Bin couldn't give her a definite answer. So Yu Xian went to find Mu Yu. She asked Mu Yu to take her to see that painting. Hearing this request from his future sister-in-law, Mu Yu happily agreed, immediately taking her to the place where the family's treasures were kept. Yu Xian was extremely surprised when she saw the statue of the fairy. She asked Mu Yu why the statue looked so much like her. Mu Yu said she was also very surprised by this. This fairy was Yin Cheng's muse. Since he was a child, Yin Chung had learned to sculpt the statue. But unexpectedly, now the fairy had come down to earth to save her brother. Yu Xian heard this and became suspicious. She asked Mu Yu. Mu Yu said it was about Yin Cheng's accident and how he couldn't sculpt anymore. Since she came along, Yin Chung has been able to sculpt again. After Yu Xian learned about this, she felt disappointed because it turned out that the feelings Yin Chung had for her were just a tool for him to heal. That evening, she hurriedly packed her luggage to leave. Yin Chung stopped her, not letting her go. Yu Xian angrily said she didn't want to be a tool for him to heal. She didn't want to be with him anymore. Yin Chung explained that things weren't like that. He wasn't using her because it was an ancestral instruction. If he found the person in that painting, he had to protect that girl. Sun Wuxuan said she wasn't the person in the painting. Then she said that from tomorrow she would quit her job and decisively left. Yin Chung could only stand and watch her leave. After she had gone a while, he drove to find her to take her home. But Yu Xian refused to get in the car. Yin Chung grabbed her suitcase and put it in the car. Yu Xian had to get in the car for him to take her home. When they arrived, Yin Chung saw her silhouette leaving, his eyes clearly showing loneliness. When she got home, Yao Yuan happily told her that he had been accepted into the company. Tomorrow he would go to work. Yu Xian heard this and congratulated him perfunctorily. The next day, Yin Chung went to the company, but he couldn't concentrate on work. He took a conch shell and put it to his ear, remembering when the two of them met. In the midst of the romantic scene, suddenly, Xiao Jie called him to ask about him and Yu Xian. He dodged the question, saying he was working. He would talk about it later. After hanging up the phone, he started carving a hairpin. He carved while imagining the times he was with Yu Xian. Very quickly, the hairpin was finished. On this side, Yu Xian was absent-minded, like someone who had lost their soul. Hui Xian saw this and came to comfort her. Just then, Bai Bin came and waited for her outside. Hui Xian pushed her outside. Bai Bin asked her if it was okay that she quit her job. Yu Xian forced a smile and said she was fine. She would find another job. But Bai Bin didn't come just to comfort her. He came to invite her to be his dance partner at a party tonight. Yu Xian hesitated to go. Hui Xian beside her urged her to go. Bai Bin even said that if she felt awkward, Hui Xian could go with her. Finally, Yu Xian had to agree. Bai Bin took the two of them to try on clothes. After trying them on, Bai Bin saw her. His eyes lit up at Yu Xian's beauty. He took out the hairpin and gave it to her. Although he knew Yu Xian only saw him as a friend, but he didn't want that. He wanted her to be his girlfriend. He put the hairpin on her and confessed his feelings. He hoped she would think carefully. He would wait for her answer. Coincidentally, Yin Chung and Xiao Jie also went to that party. During the party, Yin Chung kept an eye on Yu Xian, seeing her and Bai Bin happy together. He couldn't stand it and pulled her outside. Yin Chung asked Yu Xian if she liked him. She looked at him blankly and asked him back. Yin Chung poured out all his feelings. He admitted that he was wrong to hide the matter of the painting from her. At first, he asked her to come to his house. It was indeed for sculpting. But gradually, he realized that he had developed feelings for her. He had fallen in love with her. He asked her if she would be his girlfriend. Yu Xian's mind was in turmoil at this moment. She couldn't think straight. She stammered, telling him she needed time to think, and then hurried away. Back at the party, Bai Bin invited her to dance with him. But before Yu Xian could answer, Yin Chung pulled her to dance with him. Bai Bin saw Yin Chung pulling his girl away. His eyes showed a hint of malice. On this side, Yin Chung asked her if she had an answer yet. Yu Xian felt unwell and fainted. Yin Chung took her to the hospital. While unconscious, she dreamed of her mother. She kept calling out her mother's name. It turned out that her mother had been a professional dancer. But because her mother had an accident on stage, she passed away. The doctor told them that Yu Xian fainted due to extreme stress. During this period, she was also relatively tired. That's why she fell into a coma. Yin Chung called Xiao Jia to inform him of the situation. On this side, Xiao Jia and Hui Xian were hugging each other in their sleep. It turned out that yesterday, they had gone out to eat. The two of them got drunk and let their guard down. Then the two of them had a passionate night together. Hui Xian decided to pretend nothing had happened. Xiao Jia took her to the hospital. Yin Chung told Hui Xian everything that happened last night. She was angry and scolded him. She said that because Yu Xian's mother had an accident while dancing, so she had a phobia about it. Yin Chung heard this and felt very guilty. He went into Yu Xian's hospital room to apologize to her. At this time, Yao Yuan was giving Yu Xian water. Seeing Yin Chung arrive, he recognized Yin Chung as the person who had confessed to Yu Xian last night. Yao Yuan started to show an attitude towards Yin Chung. Yao Yuan told Yin Chung Yu Xian had rejected him. He hoped he would keep his distance from his Yu Xian. After learning Yin Cheng's identity, he quickly tried to please Yin Chung and even proactively added him on WeChat. It turned out that Yao Yuan was her maternal half-brother. Yin Cheng's facial muscles finally relaxed. Just then, Bai Bin brought Yu Xian's father to visit Yu Xian. Yu Xian signaled to Hui Xian to tell Yin Chung and Bai Bin to leave first. After Yu Xian returned home, Yao Yuan quickly messaged Yin Chung to inform him of the situation. Yu Xian's father, after learning that Yu Xian fainted because of dancing, he was still a little worried. Yu Xian didn't want her father to worry. She reassured him that she was fine. Tomorrow, she would make an appointment with Dr. Lin for a checkup. The next day, Yin Chung went to see Dr. Lin, talking about his feelings for Yu Xian, and he was able to sculpt normally again. Moreover, he no longer dreamed of the fairy. Dr. Lin was also very happy that he could gradually recover, and advised him not to miss that girl. Yu Xian went for a checkup. Just then, she met Yin Chung. Yin Chung also did not hesitate to admit that Yu Xian was that girl. Yu Xian told Dr. Lin about her current situation. Dr. Lin said that Yu Xian's problem wasn't a fear from the past, but that during that time, she didn't dare to face it. That's why this happened. After the examination, Dr. Lin invited her to stay for dinner. Unexpectedly, Yin Chung was also waiting for Yu Xian. Dr. Lin invited him to stay for dinner as well. Dr. Lin is Wan Ning's aunt. When she brought things to Dr. Lin, she saw the three of them walking out together. She felt something was off, so she took the opportunity to give Dr. Lin some things to check the computer. On this side, Dr. Lin originally wanted to cook, but Yu Xian proactively told Yin Chung to go to the kitchen and cook. Unexpectedly, Yin Chung forgot to turn on the stove, so the food was still raw. He had to cook it again. In the evening, Yu Xian took Yin Chung home. Yin Chung held her back. He said he didn't want to hide anything from her anymore, so he wanted to tell her everything. Yin Chung was about to speak when Butler Du appeared, so Yu Xian decided to go home first. Yu Xian returned home, and she saw Bai Bin's hairpin. She remembered what Bai Bin had told her. She made an appointment to meet Bai Bin one last time to settle things. The next morning, the two of them met. Yu Xian returned the hairpin to Bai Bin and rejected him. She hoped the two of them could be friends. Suddenly, Yin Chung appeared and pulled Yu Xian away. Bai Bin watched Yu Xian leave, his face clearly showing sadness and disappointment. It turned out that Bai Bin and the fairy also knew each other. That's why he also fell in love with Yu Xian. But when she rejected him, he also respected her decision. Yin Chung took Yu Xian to the statue of the fairy. He told her the whole truth. His love for her was genuine. Then he took out the hairpin he had made himself to give to her. Yu Xian happily told him to help her put it on. Then she proactively kissed him. Indeed, love comes unexpectedly. After that, Yin Chung even personally drove Yu Xian home. The two of them had just confirmed their relationship. Even being apart for a short time was unbearable. Before leaving, Yin Chung wanted Yu Xian to give him a goodbye kiss. Yu Xian looked around, confirming there was no one. She stood on her tiptoes to kiss him. Unexpectedly, she and Aunt Li suddenly appeared at the door. Yu Xian was startled and quickly pretended to brush off Yin Cheng's clothes. Aunt Li asked Yu Xian if Yin Chung was her boyfriend. Yin Chung was about to speak when Yu Xian cut him off. She hastily said that Yin Chung was her boss. Aunt Li heard this and was relieved, because she wanted to introduce her son to Yu Xian, and her father also praised her son for being handsome. The two of them even showed his picture to Yu Xian, but Yin Chung felt unhappy. If the two of them were already in love, why not make it public? Yu Xian felt that now wasn't the right time, because her father also needed time to prepare mentally. Yin Chung reluctantly agreed. Yin Chung made a date with her for Saturday of this week, but he didn't have any experience with dating. He had to go to Xiao Jie to ask for his advice. Xiao Jie gave him some tips when Yin Chung happily went to pick up Yu Xian. Unexpectedly, Aunt Li had something to do, so she brought her nephew to Yu Xian to babysit. As soon as Yin Chung arrived, the boy asked Yu Xian if this man was her boyfriend. Yin Chung admitted that he was her boyfriend, but now the two of them were stuck with this child, so they couldn't go on a date. The two of them had no choice but to take the boy with them. Yin Chung took them to the park. All the previous tips were useless. The two of them played with the boy all day. After that, Yin Chung took the two of them to dinner. He also didn't forget to celebrate Yu Xian's birthday. After eating, the three of them went camping to look at the stars. The boy got tired of playing and fell asleep, at which point the two of them finally had time to be alone. Yin Chung gave her a passionate kiss. Yin Cheng's date wasn't what he had hoped for, but he also had a no less romantic evening. The next morning, Yin Chung took the two of them home. Just as he was about to leave, he received a phone call. Very quickly, he went to see Wan Ning. He asked her what she wanted. Why did she post a picture of her dating him? She said she wanted him to give up Yu Xian and be with her. Of course, Yin Chung didn't agree. Outwardly, Wan Ning accepted his rejection, but inside, she was very disappointed. She sat down on the steps and cried. On this side, Yin Chung and Yu Xian's love was growing stronger. Yu Xian had a stomachache. She called Yin Chung to tell him the situation. Just as she hung up the phone, the doorbell rang. She opened the door and saw Yin Chung. He knew she had a stomachache, so he brought her medicine. She led him into the house. But before the two of them could talk much, her father came home from the market. She had no choice but to hide him in the closet, and she hid the medicine under the pillow so it wouldn't be discovered, where her father was busy cooking. She immediately opened the closet, helping Yin Chung escape. But just as he reached the kitchen, her father caught them. He angrily told the two of them to sit on the sofa so he could question them. As soon as he sat down, he discovered a bag. He was surprised because inside were a condom and birth control pills. He angrily scolded Yu Xian for doing such a thing. At the same time, he demanded that Yin Chung explain everything clearly. But Yin Chung didn't answer the question directly. Instead, he said he truly loved Yu Xian. Yu Xian stood beside him, speechless, and her father forbade her from seeing Yin Chung. After a long explanation and persuasion, finally, he agreed. After spending some time visiting his daughter, Yu Xian's father decided to return home. Yin Chung and Yu Xian went to see him off. He gave him some advice and then got on the bus and left. After that, Yin Chung took Yu Xian to his house for dinner. That same evening, the two of them had a very passionate night together. Yin Chung had an appointment with Wan Ning to come and shoot a product advertisement. After the shoot, he received a news article saying he could no longer sculpt. He suspected that the news came from Wan Ning, but she frankly denied the rumor. Yao Yuan then told the whole truth. It turned out that night, after having dinner with Yin Chung, Wan Ning went to drink. While drunk, she had revealed that information, but unexpectedly, a reporter overheard it. Wan Ning clasped her hands together and apologized to him. Instead of apologizing, Yin Chung said she should help him publish an article to prove it. On this side, Yu Xian heard the news and immediately went to find Yin Chung. She went to the company but didn't see him. So she went home and took a nap, waiting for him to return. When Yin Chung got home, she asked him if everything had been resolved. But the rogue, Yin Chung, carried her into the bedroom. The next morning, Yin Cheng's news was also corrected. The two of them went to the exhibition area for a date. Coincidentally, the two of them met Hao Dong and Mu Yu, who were also there. Yin Chung and Hao Dong had never yielded to each other. The four of them sat down together. The atmosphere at this time also became very tense. Yin Chung and Hao Dong decided to challenge each other. It turned out that the two of them went to the amusement park to bet on who could grab more stuffed animals. I thought these two were going to have some fierce competition. Yin Chung, however, was not like that. In just a short time, he had grabbed a pile of stuffed animals, while Hao Dong kept trying and only managed to get one. Hao Dong saw that he had lost and felt very uncomfortable. He wanted to continue competing, but Yin Chung said that playing these things wasn't beneficial. He should focus on work. After saying that, Yin Chung led Yu Xian away. Mu Yu saw this and comforted him, but Hao Dong felt inferior because he felt jealous of Yin Cheng's status. Hao Dong returned to the company. His mother asked him why he was with Yin Cheng's siblings. How Dong questioned his mother about why she did that. It turned out that the Wei group had always been a competitor of the Gu group. So Hao Dong's mother always wanted Hao Dong to beat Yin Cheng to bring her honor. That was also the reason she didn't want him to have anything to do with Yin Cheng's siblings. In another scene, Yin Cheng took Yu Xian to meet Mr. Lung Quan. The two of them arrived, and Ina was already waiting outside. Yin Cheng quickly introduced Yu Xian as his girlfriend. Ina also quickly introduced herself as a painter. But when Ina asked about Yu Xian's profession, Yu Xian's face became tense. She introduced herself as a freelancer. Ina asked if freelancing was also art. Yin Cheng immediately covered for Yu Xian. Yu Xian didn't know how to answer. She didn't want Na to know that she was Yin Cheng's substitute driver. A woman's sixth sense is never wrong. Yu Xian could tell at a glance that Ina liked Yin Cheng. But this Ina was no ordinary person, because she had already investigated and found out that Yu Xian was just Yin Cheng's substitute driver. Therefore, she said that Yu Xian and Yin Cheng had a very large difference in status. Yin Cheng's current love for her was just a temporary feeling. Yu Xian was immediately agitated by these words. She thought that Yin Cheng was so outstanding. While she was ordinary, Ina's words weren't wrong. Yu Xian went to find Hui Xian to confide in her. Hui Xian suggested they go out for a nice meal. Then they would think of a way to deal with that mistress wannabe before she became the real mistress. Yu Xian felt very uncomfortable inside, so she drank a lot. Suddenly, Hui Xian had something urgent to do, and Yu Xian was drunk. With no other choice, she had to ask Bai Bin to take Yu Xian home. Yin Cheng saw the two of them. He immediately pulled Yu Xian back. He asked Bai Bin. Clearly Yu Xian went to eat with Hui Xian. Why did he bring Yu Xian home? But Bai Bin didn't answer that question. He told Yin Cheng that if he ever saw Yu Xian heartbroken like this, he would definitely take her back. Yin Cheng also didn't answer, immediately hugging Yu Xian and leaving. After entering the house, Yu Xian quickly sobered up. Yu Xian drank so much alcohol. Yin Cheng thought that Yu Xian had been bullied by someone. As a result, Yu Xian said, "Except for you. Who else would it be?" Yin Cheng also felt confused. He didn't know what he had done to offend her. Only when Yu Xian revealed the reason did he realize it was because of Ina. At the same time, he also promised Yu Xian he would keep his distance from Ina. Today, Yu Xian got dressed up to attend Mu Yu's birthday party with Yin Cheng. Unsurprisingly, Ina showed up again and told Yu Xian that she was the real sidekick, not a fake one. She had done everything she could to be with Yin Cheng, knowing that Yin Cheng liked Yu Xian. She even tried everything to separate the two of them. Ina asked Yin Cheng where she was inferior to Yu Xian. Why didn't he give her a chance? Yin Cheng said he had never liked her. Moreover, in his heart, he only loved Yu Xian. Ina was bitterly disappointed because Yin Cheng rejected her without mercy. She immediately ran out of Yin Cheng's room. Just then, Yu Xian returned and saw Ina walking and crying. She felt something was strange. She quickly went into Yin Cheng's room. Seeing his clothes on the sofa, she asked Yin Cheng what was going on. Yin Cheng said he had just lent Ina his jacket. Yu Xian thought back to when Ina ran out of the room. Ina was Yu Xian's love rival. She immediately lost control of herself. She thought that Yin Cheng was deceiving her. Yu Xian angrily left. The day before, Yin Cheng had promised her he would keep his distance from other girls, and now they were in the same room together. Yu Xian swore she would never trust him again. Yu Xian walked absent-mindedly by the pool. Suddenly, a man walked by and pushed her into the water. Luckily, Yin Cheng saw and rescued her. Yu Xian immediately pushed him away. She didn't want to see him anymore. Yin Cheng explained what had just happened to her. He also promised that would never happen again. Only then did Yu Xian forgive him. Yu Xian struggled very hard to overcome her psychological obstacles. Finally, she could dance. But the lights on the stage suddenly fell. Yin Cheng felt something was wrong. In a split second, Yin Cheng pushed Yu Xian away to save her. He was seriously injured and hospitalized in a coma. For more than a month, under Yu Xian's careful care, Yin Cheng finally woke up. But Yin Cheng had lost his memory at this time. The strange thing was that Yin Cheng remembered everyone, but he didn't remember who Yu Xian was. At this moment, Yu Xian both felt sorry for Yin Cheng and was upset. Hui Xian comforted her, saying that Yin Cheng was only experiencing temporary amnesia. He would surely remember soon. Yu Xian regained her confidence at this moment. She believed she would definitely make Yin Cheng remember. So she once again became Yin Cheng's substitute driver. The two of them returned to the time when they first met. Yu Xian remembered when Yin Cheng saved her when she sprained her ankle. So, She reenacted it to test him. But the result disappointed her. Not only did Yin Sheng not react in time, he even laughed at her. He also said that the company didn't need an employee who couldn't walk steadily. Yu Xian felt hurt at this moment, but she didn't want to give up so easily. So she followed Yin Cheng into his bedroom. This made Yin Cheng feel scared. Yu Xian quickly asked Yin Cheng, did he notice anything different about her today? The result of Yin Cheng's answer disappointed her again. Yu Xian thought she shouldn't be so hasty. She should take it step by step. But Bibin didn't give her time. He still liked Yu Xian. He felt his chance was coming. Just when Yin Cheng had forgotten Yu Xian, he told Yu Xian that Yin Cheng didn't really like her. Yin Cheng's reaction to her danger was because he had a birthmark on his chest. He also said that if she didn't believe him, she could go see the birthmark on his chest. Yu Xian basically didn't believe this nonsense. To confirm whether what Bibin said was true, Yu Xian took advantage of the opportunity when Yin Cheng was changing clothes, intentionally barging into his room and screaming. Yin Cheng saw this and quickly covered Yu Xian's mouth. Yu Xian saw that the opportunity had come. She pulled Yin Cheng's clothes open to look. Sure enough, the birthmark on his body was gone. No wonder Yin Cheng didn't react when she was in danger. But Yu Xian loved Yin Cheng so deeply. She didn't want to give up so easily. This time, Yu Xian became Yin Cheng's assistant, and she moved into his house. She took care of his 3 meals a day. She even cooked the porridge that she had cooked for him before. Yin Cheng took one bite. He immediately remembered this familiar porridge. But soon after, he felt it was normal. Yu Xian asked him if he found this dish familiar. Yin Cheng said all porridge tasted the same. Yu Xian was once again utterly disappointed. Even when she pretended to submerge herself in the bathtub, there was no result. Finally, with Xiao Jia's help, Yu Xian decided to wear a red dress and lie in wait for him. Yin Cheng returned home. He quickly pulled back the covers and saw Yu Xian wearing a sexy red nightgown. Lying on his bed, he immediately turned around and left. Yu Xian pulled his hand back. She couldn't be patient anymore. She said she had done everything, but he still didn't remember anything about her. Yu Xian also didn't give up. She stood on her tiptoes and proactively kissed Yin Cheng, hoping Yin Cheng would regain his memory. But Yin Cheng still couldn't remember anything. Yu Xian really had no other choice. This time, she decided to dance again. Unexpectedly, this time it worked. His previous memories all appeared in Yin Cheng's mind. Because the memories in his head appeared so rapidly, he fell into a coma and had to be hospitalized. When he woke up, he had completely recovered his memory. Seeing Yu Xian's worried look for him, he wanted to tease her. After returning home, Yin Cheng pretended to have a sore arm. Yu Xian massaged it for him, but he said his back also hurt. Yu Xian didn't suspect anything. She massaged his whole body, but Yin Cheng still wanted to give her a hard time. He said her massage was like nothing. He wanted her to use more force. Yu Xian couldn't take it anymore. She used all her strength and twisted his back hard. Yin Cheng was in too much pain and had to turn around. Yin Cheng at this moment admitted that he had recovered his memory. To compensate for Yu Xian's hurt, Yin Cheng prepared a romantic proposal for Yu Xian. He took out a large diamond ring and knelt down in front of her. He asked her if she would marry him. Yu Xian was very touched at this moment. Not waiting any longer, she slowly extended her hand. Yin Cheng put the huge, gigantic diamond ring on her. Very quickly, the wedding day arrived. Everyone came to attend the wedding of the two of them. Yin Cheng and Yu Xian happily walked down the aisle. After the ceremony ended, the two of them shared a passionate kiss. The two of them went through many challenges and hardships in their love. Their feelings for each other never faded. Finally, the two of them lived together until their hair turned white and their teeth fell out. The movie ends here. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to wait for the next movies.